We have goodness to share. We have goodness on the inside of us that's not just for us, but it is for our family, for our friends, for people that we haven't even met yet. And it may be through the vehicle of doing a podcast, doing a YouTube video, going ahead and posting that content, writing that book. People need what we have. And I found that to be so true. And people not only need what we have, but appreciate what we have and are ready to support our gifts, our merchandise, our products. And they won't know that it's out there and available for them to support if you don't put it out there. So it is time. It is time. Welcome to this episode of Her Renewed Mind. Yes, we're in our fourth season. So this is episode, I think 159, but episode two of the fourth season. I'm so glad you are here. I can hardly believe, but it's been 3 years of podcasting, formerly Vision Speak Live, but now Her Renewed Mind. And you are here right on time. Thank you for joining me. So today, is more of like a behind the scenes type of episode because something magnificent, something wonderful has happened to me on this day that I'm recording this episode. And I don't remember if I advertised it on the podcast, but I definitely advertised it on or through my email list and on LinkedIn and on other social media platforms. But I just got home probably about an hour ago from an event hosted, sponsored by Book Nerd Fam here in Louisville, Kentucky. And that organization, that business is run by Deandra Smith. And it's just amazing to me how things come full circle or how I'm connected and these connections are just so beautiful. But Deandra is an educator in our school system, and she actually was a student in my mom's class. Come to find out, I knew she went to a local high school that my brother went to and a lot of my friends attended. I attended the rival high school. Okay, let's go DuPont. I went to DuPont Manual High School. Deandra attended Male. My mom worked there. But I didn't even think to ask, like, did you have my mom? And she did. She had my mom in class. But Deandra is all about literacy and ensuring that our community has access to good literature. So she actually has a mobile. She has a mobile, a book mobile or a book mobile where she has books so people can get on the mobile and purchase books. And she also has a intricate website where you can purchase all types of books. And she hosts events to bring readers and authors together. And so this event, this today was called Authors Conversation and Reading. And so she invited myself and my named twin, Candice Harden, to come and share our journey as authors, to share about our books and what they mean. And we also took questions from the audience. So it was a talk show. It was a panel discussion at one of our local coffee shops, Black Coffee. And then all these connections, the owners of Black Coffee, Ronielle Smith and her husband Kevin. Well, Ronielle and I grew up in church together, right? So I was so blessed that Deandra reached out to me and asked me to be a part. And I remember writing down when I was going through and thinking through with God my goals for 2026 and writing down process goals for each quarter. And I wrote down doing more vending, right? Doing events where I could come and showcase Queen Arise and have merch available. And so when Deandra reached out, because I hadn't sought out these opportunities, I had not sought out these opportunities because I got, some things going on that I'm doing. And so I'm definitely mindful of not trying to do all the things, but God knew it was something that I desired. And so it took Deandra being obedient to what God had put in her, this idea to do this event. And then she invited myself and Candace on to do this event. And it was amazing. And I want to share some takeaways. First of all, the support. I'm so grateful for God and how He sends people my way to support me, to hold my hand, to smile at me, and to come alongside me throughout my life. And so I had set up at the coffee house this morning and was going back out to my car to get some more of my, or some, to bring my books in because I set up the table and had, my tablecloth and had t-shirts on the table, but needed to go back and bring books out the car. And so I parked right in front of the coffee shop. And so as I'm looking down, but also, looking up, aware of my surroundings, getting the books out of the trunk, I see a sister of mine's reflection. And I'm blown away. And then I see another sister. So she's coming on my right side. Another sister's coming on my left side. And these are sisters that I have been in relationship with literally since I was in elementary school. One sister, we grew up in church together. So whenever I started going to Community Missionary Baptist Church is when we met. So probably when I was born. So I've been knowing her. I'm gonna say in terms of me being conscious about it, like, oh, we go to church together. Probably I was probably 4 or 5, right? Like so kindergarten, preschool, kindergarten age. And then the other sister, actually, our parents went to college together. So technically, I've been knowing her all my life because our parents went to school together, but officially, like conscious sake, we met in second grade. And I just busted out crying. I busted out crying because I didn't invite them personally. I know they saw it either through my email or saw it online. And my girl Alicia was like, girl, Nishan called me today and say, hey, do you want to go to the Candice's event? And Alicia was like, girl, I didn't have any. She's a baker. She's an amazing baker. She didn't have any orders to do. Her schedule was clear. She's like, yep, I'm going to support my girl. That meant the world to me. It means the world to me. So Nishan, Alicia, thank you for supporting me. And they were looking like, yeah, girl, we got you. And I just, again, I just busted out crying because I'm just so grateful for God and just how people show up for me. People show up for me and support and just their presence meant the world. And not just those sisters, but sisters I also grew up with. We grew up in the same subdivision. We're there, and they know Candice Harden as well, so they were supporting her. And even the people I met today that I met for the first time, just their love and support, and just them thanking me for sharing my story. I'm just grateful. I am just grateful. So, just a few takeaways. Takeaways from today is that my story matters, my journey matters, the good, the not so good, the process. And me sharing my story inspires others to then go and do what it is that God has put on their heart to do, whether it is write a book, whether it is start the business, whether it is show up for their family well, whatever, maybe it is going back to school or finishing their doctorate degree or starting their program, whatever it is that you have, not just me, but I'm sharing my takeaways, but whatever you have, it is an inspiration to somebody else. It is, I love what Coach Lisa says. We become possibility models. So that's what I am. Hold on, let me get my tissue. Y'all know I don't know why I just don't keep it on my desk directly. But it was just a reminder that my story matters. So to keep talking my story, to keep talking my talk, to keep releasing what it is that God has put in my belly to be able to share. And I'm so grateful because I have been in on panels before. Thank you, God. It's been a while, but I've been on panels before, mainly through work when I was working for our uh, I'm going blank for our state agency that administers financial aid. And I remember being really self-conscious and being really concerned about what I said and how I spoke and if it would make sense. But I am in this place in my life and it's audacity. It's it's an audacious place. It's a radically obedient place that you know what? I'm not going to stay in my head about what I sound like or what I say. I am going to hear the question and I'm going to answer by opening my mouth and releasing what it is that God has given me, period. And if I stumble over my words, I stumble over my words. If I need to clarify, the person can ask a follow-up question that's asking the question. But I felt so good to just be able to share and laugh and cry in front of everyone at the coffee shop as we were doing the panel, right? Another thing is that because I'm going to throw it back on us, we cannot stay hidden forever. I was reading, just skimming through my Queen Arise book this morning because I knew that DeAndre was going to ask both Candace and I to share an excerpt from our book. And I was trying to, think through, pray through what I was going to share. And in the book, talk about Queen Esther and her name, her Hebrew name. And okay, let me make sure I get this correct. Her Esther means hidden, if I'm not mistaken. And I have a line where I said, her, because of what God, I'm paraphrasing my own self, but basically because of what God had placed inside of her, what her purpose was, right? She was created for such a time as this. Mordecai had to like, hey, maybe you were created for this moment, right? He had to put that, release that over her. But she couldn't stay hidden for long. Her assignment caused her and called her to come out. Come out wherever you are. So that was a takeaway, right? And I am pretty outgoing. I show up on social media, I show up on podcasts. And so, even with that being said, doing a panel, right? Like me sharing the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and being okay with taking questions and not knowing what was going to be asked. I kind of felt that like I have no idea what they're about to ask, but I believe I'm gonna have an answer to give. And it was great because it wasn't just me by myself. I could say, so Candice, do you want to take this question first? And I'm an interviewer, right? I am an interviewer, right? I interview sisters on this podcast. I've done journalism all my life. So usually I'm the one asking the question. So it is different to be the one interview, right? The one to be receiving those questions and coming up with, and not just coming up with, but releasing the answer that God has put on the inside of me. But I can't stay hidden from certain things, even though I am pretty visible, right, for long. And I believe that this was just a foreshadow of what's to come, of the more. I really was sitting there like, and Candace's mom said that she was like, I see you. And she was talking about her daughter, but she also said, I'm both of y'all, like on Good Morning America, and I see you, and she was just really prophesying that. And I'm like, I received that for both of us. Like there is a bigger platform, but I'm grateful for the platform of now. I'm grateful for the platform of now. So another takeaway, let me repeat it again because it's for you. You cannot stay hidden forever. There's too much on the inside of you, right? A city, come on, God. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. And that's who you are as God's daughter, as God's son. If you're listening to this, and you're a king, right? Like there is a light on the inside of you, and that light is Jesus. And he's like, let me out. Yo, let me out. Let me shine in those dark places. Let me shine in those places so that people can see your good works and glorify our Father who is in heaven. We cannot stay hidden forever. Come out wherever you are. Wherever you are. And something else I want to share, I don't necessarily call this a takeaway from the event, but it's something that I shared at the event when a sister asked about, she has these ideas floating in her head and basically, how do you get started? And it was funny because I had just had this conversation with one of my sister's mom who has a book on the inside of her, and she asked me that question, I believe on Thursday, Candace, how do I get started? And I said, just right. Just right. Oop. Just right. Just start. Just take the step. Just take the step. I was going to say your pinky toe. Put your toe on out there. Do it, whatever that looks like. If it's making that phone call, if it's sending that text message, if it's saying, you know what, sis, I know I am called to do this, or I feel like I'm supposed to do this. However, it comes up for you, check on me in 2 days to ask me how I'm doing with this, right? Like find you that person that can help you along the way to just, be that marker, that lamppost for you. Like, okay, you said Tuesday you was going to get far along on Thursday, so I'm checking you on Friday to see how you're doing. Just take the step and let somebody know what step you're taking and let them help you in terms of accountability. And they can say, yo, did you take that step? Did you do what you said you was going to do? Were you obedient to the assignment? Are you being obedient to the assignment that God is giving you? Because we don't have time to waste. We don't have time to waste because our world needs what you have. The issue, the problem that you see and nobody else sees it like how you see it, well, that problem or solution, that problem, that challenge is waiting on you to come and bring that situation that's chaotic to order. That's what lives on the inside of you. You have the authority, you have the power, you have the capability to bring chaos into order, to create something that's never been created before or enhance something that has been created because there's another level that is needed and only you can do it. There's a tweak that's needed and only you can do it. So just do it. Just take the step. That is all I have for now. But oh my goodness, I'll be posting on social media maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday from the event. I've got video, I got pictures. I want to shout out my girl Nelia Foreman. She came through. I asked Nelia if she could help me at the table. When I say she was marketing, she was selling. She, not just me, she was helping Candice as well. My dad, I had his book, so Nelia was helping to sell my dad's book. I mean, she just took it to the next level for me in that moment. So, Nelia, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm not going to call any other names, but you know who you are that was there. And I love you. And I appreciate okay, I'm going to shout out Keisha, my bestie. She's in Houston, Texas. And my girl, Nishan, my childhood friend. FaceTime Keisha. So Keisha was on FaceTime. And I knew it. I looked out and I saw Nishan holding up her phone. Okay, I said, she's on FaceTime and she's on FaceTime with Keisha. I knew it. I knew it. And so when I saw Nisha hold her phone up and I saw Keisha, I was like, Keisha, I knew you was listening, girl. I knew you was watching. So it just blessed me so, so much. So that is what's going on in the world of Queen Arise, in the world of Vision Speak Consulting, in the world of Her Renewed Mind, stepping into this new season, season 4. Um, Queen Arise, I took my sweatshirt off, but we have released the signature t-shirt. So that beautiful gold and green, that puff that just stands out as the royal clothes that it is now in a t-shirt form. And so the link will be in the show notes in the description. So go ahead and order your Queen Arise t-shirt, or if you want to rock the sweatshirt or all of it, go to my website. I have black and white t-shirts. I have black and white long sleeve t-shirts. I have the rose gold and navy blue crew neck, aka sweatshirt. I have the green and gold sweatshirt, and then now I have the signature forest green and gold t-shirt. And so get your merch. Get your merch on my website. If you haven't purchased the Queen Arise book and journal, those are linked in the show notes and description as well. And I appreciate you. You know what? Walking into this fourth season of Her Renewed Mind, I love to get your suggestions on topics, maybe something that you find to be a challenge that you want me to talk through, to reference, of course, scripture to give you what you need to keep going, fabulous women that I should interview on this podcast, please send them my way. If you listening, sis, like, you know what, Dr. Candice, I feel this tug to tell my story. Well, I have a platform available. Sometimes we wait on people to ask us, but why not bet on yourself? Put yourself out there and come and be on this podcast. When you go to my website, visionspeakconsulting.com, you can click on the Book Dr. Candice tab and scroll down, and you'll see the link to submit a request to be on Her Renewed Mind. And you'll fill out the form. It's not long at all, and share just a little bit about you. And then let's see if you're a good fit for the podcast. Let's do it. I love you so much. And until next time, peace. Happy Women's History Month. This is the last Monday in March, and we're going to be stepping into the second quarter. It's going to be good. Until next time, peace.